flex mode. This ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minutes.
Mixin', fixin' for another big game. It's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10. Griffith. That's complete to the tight end Sample. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one snicked out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd.
Ready. Hey, echo. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go.
On 1st down, McIntosh. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. McIntosh. His throw incomplete.
Now, that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, whether that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Back to throw. McIntosh. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Throwing on 1st down. McIntosh. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 25 yards that time. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw. McIntosh. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lopez. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll roll. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. On second down, here's Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On third down, Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Griffith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down now, Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry.
On third down, Griffin. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Griffith. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They'd love to hold on to that, but first things first, they want to clinch that division.
Let's go back to the conversation we had with the coaching staff, and you asked that very question about how important is it really? You've got a good team. Can't you win from any spot in the play? They all looked at us like we were crazy, right? You can do it from a lower seed, but no one really wants to try it. Higher seed, much better for them. They want to clinch this division.
Definitely don't want to slip to 5 or 6 and go on the road in that first playoff game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs.
And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
90 Wolf. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Get it.
Following a fumble recovery, Griffith. Devin Bush in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a second down coming up. On second down, Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On the ground, this is Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 21 yards away, and the Steelers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Griffith. Open man is Ross, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Griffith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Griffith. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on third and long. Griffith. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Got a man open. It's Ross. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This one fielded at the 5.
We got this.
So we now proceed to the start of the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw. McIntosh. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, 5-7.
Throwing again. McIntosh. This is Reese on the ground. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. From the gun on 3rd down. McIntosh escaping the pressure right. Able to find Switzer. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ryan Switzer with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ryan Switzer. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Ready?
Operating from the gun, McIntosh. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for the Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Back to throw. McIntosh. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Griffith. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Bishop. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 13. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run the counter. It's Bishop. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the fumble recovery, McIntosh. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards. Back to throw. McIntosh. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Game situation. Let's go.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And they work this out past the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10. Griffith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Griffith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Griffith working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun, McIntosh. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, Griffith over the middle. That's caught by Ross. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Steelers... Offense now, they head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 1st down. McIntosh. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw. McIntosh. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they